Welcome back to Star Childs Abroad. We are a couple that is married and very queer.
Very.
Very queer. I'm Nick, this is Jay, and we've been traveling Central America for the past 6-7 months and talking about our experiences. This video, we're going to talk about Playa del Carmen. We just arrived about a week ago, and we are going to be here for a full month. And so I just want to talk briefly, we'll see how briefly, about our experiences thus far and what we think. Where to start? Probably start with getting here.
Getting here was fine.
For the most part.
For the most part. Well, I mean, taking the bus from the Cancun airport, which is what we did, it was easy.
8-0.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cheap. It was like, $13 a person, right? It's an hour trip on the bus. They do force you to, they have a video on that they force you to watch whatever they're playing, which I didn't appreciate. I felt like the movies were inappropriate, but
they had HBO on, so they showed White Lotus and
The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you putting this on?
I didn't know it was White Lotus, and I was like, what is this weird ass show about white people?
Yeah. on resorts or something? Yeah. I was like, we just left a resort. We don't see this anymore. But also, The Hate You Give is like a serious race movie.
It was kind of depressing. I didn't really want to see that.
I put my headphones on and I was like spacing out. I was like, why are you forcing? It was super loud too. It was like, everybody will watch this and listen to it. It was in English. Was it in English?
No, it was.
Oh, it was dubbed in Spanish.
It was dubbed in Spanish. They had English subtitles.
Yeah.
No. Did it? No, I think it was just in Spanish with the subtitles on.
Inappropriate to force people to watch things like that, I think. But whatever. It was an hour-long trip on the bus. We get to the touristy area of Playa del Carmen, and then here too. It's like only taxis. There's no Uber, as far as we know. There's no Uber.
No, there isn't. I checked. It's
not available here. So we get a taxi, and what we didn't know was we're supposed to ask for a metered cab, and we just
the only ones all the ones that were out there in front of the bus station. It was all the same company. They were all overpriced.
But we should have asked for a metered car instead of asking what the price was.
Yeah.
So don't ask what the price is. Be like, I want a metered. Like wherever I'm going, it should be metered. Because then they'll just tell you a price, and they're probably gonna rip you off. Because we ended up paying $250, and I'm like, that's way too much for a 10-minute ride. That was way too much money.
Yeah.
But whatever, 250 pesos, by the way, $250. Whatever, it's fine. We did it, but now we know better. Asked for a metered taxi. We got here to our place. It was a little confusing because, to be honest, the directions to get in here were very complicated and unnecessary. Telling us extra information that there was an app on the phone that we didn't even need. It was just
there was an app to unlock the door that didn't actually work, and we could have just
unlocked the door
with the code. So it was confusing. We got here and the elevator is broken.
The elevator's broken. It's we're on the second floor, but it's not the second floor. It's really the
third floor.
No, the fourth floor. Because you have to go up.
Oh, that's right.
Stairs.
Yeah,
you have to
stairs
twice.
Yeah.
So it's no, it's really the fourth floor. And with all our luggage, that was pretty annoying. And it doesn't tell you there's 2 floors for each floor. So
we went to the wrong side at first, so I had to go up and down an extra flight of stairs.
I did not like that.
I like it.
And then I had to get on the phone with the host to figure it out. I was in the wrong room. Go to the right room. It took forever because we figured out that the code didn't work on the phone, and but it worked on the door. It's so complicated. Get in there. Get into here. Yeah, we're in here. She's like, okay, well, since I'm on the phone, you want to check and see if everything's right. I'm looking around, and I'm the power isn't working. And you're like, what is going on? Nothing was on. Everything was off. The power was off. Okay. She tells me to look on the breaker board. I show her on FaceTime. She's like, oh, it looks right. And I was like, I don't know anything about breakers. So I'm like, this looks right? Okay, well, nothing's turning on, though. And then you came into the kitchen, and you opened the fridge, and you're like...
It smelled really bad.
And there was hella
gnats in the fridge. It was empty. It just smelled bad, and there was bugs.
Because it wasn't on. The fridge wasn't on. Nothing was on. So that's happening. And then we go downstairs. We ask the people in the apartment, what do you call them? I don't know. The people who work here. in the office.
I know, the front desk people.
They come back.
She was very nice.
She's super nice. She comes up with us, and then she looks at the breaker, and she's like, "Oh, they're all off.
Everything's off."
And I was like, "Why?" I was like, "She didn't even tell." I was like very irritated. But I was like, I showed her on FaceTime what it looked like, and she said it was fine. Anyway, so we turned on all the breakers. Everything comes on. Fridge comes on. Whatever. And then when we were on the phone, we told her about the fridge. She was like, "Well, you guys, there's cleaning products underneath. You could clean it, or I could have my, my cleaner come and clean it." And I was like, I asked you, and you were like, "We'll just clean it." I was like a little irritated by that because I was like, "Why are you asking us to clean something that should have been clean when we got here?" Anyway, then we went out to dinner, and it was good. It was expensive.
Where did we go?
We went across the way from the shopping center. Is that
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it was like very expensive, but it was tasty.
Yeah.
The prices here are not cheap. I'll tell you that.
It's not. It's very like touristy prices. The only thing that's cheap and delicious are the tacos.
The taco trucks.
I think we're just gonna stick to taco trucks from here on out.
Probably. It's way more affordable. Like $1.25 for a taco. But it was like. And we're not even that close to the beach. We're like 40-minute walk to the beach. Like we're not close. So we did that. We came back. The host told me that the cleaner did come to the apartment while we were gone, and she cleaned the fridge. So that's fine. Great. We come home, leaves the fridge clean. Then that night, I go to take a shower. The water's cold. The water is not getting hot. And I'm like, what the hell? So I text her. I was like, the water is not hot. And I noticed that it looks like the washer. There was a washer in the bathroom. And I was like, it looks like it's leaking. And she's like, oh, okay, well, let me figure this out, blah, blah, blah. And then I text her back a few minutes later, and I'm like, actually, I can tell. I was like, it's not leaking. It's the water heater that's leaking on top of the washer. And that's creating the puddle in the ground. And so she's like, oh, okay, there's something wrong with that. She's like, that's the water heater. There's something wrong with it. I'll have to call someone. She tries to call someone. And
it was like back and forth with her and like repair people for like
4 days.
Yeah.
4 days. We didn't have hot water for 4 days. Okay. 4 days. We didn't have hot water. Because it was like a Friday and like they didn't want to come out here because they had to go. For some reason, they needed to go to Cancun to get the part. Like there wasn't any parts. I think a lot
of the repair people were based in Cancun and they just go up and down between Cancun here and Tulum to do their work, and so they had already had the parts back at their home office in Cancun, and so they wanted to go back to Cancun to bring back the part that they already have, and she was trying to get someone to just go buy something for her at Home Depot and repair it.
Yeah.
So.
And that took forever, but eventually we had someone after we had 2 different people come over here. I think it was Saturday, right? So from Wednesday to Saturday we didn't have hot water, but then someone came on Saturday, replaced the hot water. And it had been dripping on the machine for 4 days.
Oh my god, it was so annoying. And we wasted like so many towels.
Trying to clean it up, yeah. That was so annoying. And the bathroom smells kind of now because of the water had been dripping in there for so long. And it's like we can't get behind the washer to clean it.
No.
So I'm not going to try. So anyway, so that happened. We had hot water. We've gone to, so the house now is fine. Like I would say, the house situation is relatively fine.
The other thing was that there was no drain cover.
There's no drain covers. There was a cockroach
in Mexico. You need drain cover.
We found a cockroach a dead cockroach.
I think it came through the front door.
It doesn't matter. But still, there was a cockroach in here. We're on the second, basically fourth floor, and there's fucking cockroach. Already, when you saw a cockroach on the balcony.
It was a tiny one, but
it doesn't matter. There's cockroaches. So she had to order us some drain covers, which she did, and they arrived yesterday, and we put them down, so it's fine. But it is a little annoying. This whole situation has been a little annoying considering how expensive this is. It's like $1,400 for a very small apartment that we encountered so many issues from the jump.
Yeah.
It
was a little annoying.
Okay, so that's the apartment. Anything else we want to talk about the apartment?
No, that's fine.
So we've gone to the shopping center. It's like a couple blocks from here. It's very close by. The Oso's around the corner. There's a pharmacy. It is very conveniently placed. Like we're near everything we need for the most part. So, Starbucks, whatever, right? Everything's nearby. Grocery store, all types of things. laundry. But it's okay. We walked to the beach yesterday. It was a 40-minute walk. Very unpleasant walk. It's just like in the sun basically, and there's like it's not like a pleasant area. It's not bad. It's just like hotels basically on the strip.
Yeah.
It's just like boring. And then you finally get to the tourist area, and it's touristy.
It's touristy.
It's
like
touristy.
Everything's overpriced. There's a lot of
people trying to sell you shit.
Yeah.
The mall, there's a mall that you can go through to get to the beach. It's a nice mall. It's fine. Outdoor mall. It's very pleasant, but it's just overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the beach, and there's a ferry. You can catch the ferry to Cozumel. And then the beach is there's the beach.
There's a beach. The main beach, the Playa Carmen beach, is like kind of overcrowded. They don't have any. I didn't see any public restrooms or anywhere to like
shower off.
Yeah. It just didn't feel that nice. There's other beaches that are further down, which we'll probably go check out. Those are supposed to be a little bit nicer. It's just further to get there, so we'll probably have to like taxi there and then I don't know, taxi back or walk back. I don't know.
Yeah.
And like the food isn't that great. Everything's just been kind of overpriced.
Just overpriced and just okay, except for the taco trucks.
Mm-hmm.
We did go to. Well, we went to. It was a few blocks away from the beach. We went to a Thai restaurant.
Mm.
It was pretty okay. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It wasn't like awful. It wasn't amazing though.
No, it wasn't amazing, and it was a little overpriced.
It was overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like so far, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay here. I don't think it's a place that I'd want to live.
No, I feel like this would be a nice place if you have disposable income and you can afford to be more comfortable.
Well, I mean, I know that if you didn't do Airbnbs and you just rented like locally, it can be affordable, but not near the beach. You have to be further inland. It's just this place is catered to tourists. I mean that's kind of how it is in the coastal towns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, PV, Puerto Vallarta was like a tourist town, but it was so small that you didn't feel that way really. And where we were at, like near the Malecon, it was super touristy, but like the resorts didn't have a claim on the beaches. There was more on the other side, like on the other side. Those were like the resorts and the beaches, and maybe it was nicer beaches or something, and it was different. But where we were, it was like a little bit. It was just different. And it just felt. It didn't feel so. It didn't feel less touristy. It really didn't. It only felt touristy when we'd walk over there. We would like walk to Chedraui.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a touristy area. There's like malls. There's mostly foreigners. Like it was weird.
Oh, because that's where the
resorts are.
With the resorts, and also where the cruise ships.
The cruise ship docked. Yeah. But if you were on the Malecon, it was like, it's touristy over here, but it just didn't feel that bad. It didn't feel that intense.
It didn't feel as like, I don't know. I feel like here it feels a little like gimmicky.
Yes. In PV, there was more locals. Even you said that, maybe because you said it was because of the Pacific Ocean, right? So it was like, it's not the Gulf side, it's the Pacific side.
Yeah.
And so like the water isn't as vibrant and pretty.
Yeah.
And there were way more Mexican nationals on vacation than as many as there were like American or Canadian foreigners, So like that might have made a difference in terms of like the vibe.
Yeah.
Because it didn't feel like it was like so many tourists. But there were. But it was Mexican tourists. So.
I mean, there's a lot of nationals here, but I feel like they're outnumbered by the foreigners. And it's like more of a party vibe.
Party
here.
Vibe, for sure.
I don't know why people come to the beach to party, but people come to the beach to party.
They love to get dehydrated.
It's like
get sunburnt.
Tropical Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Same with Cancun, right?
Yeah.
But that's our impressions, right? Like, what else can we say about this place?
I mean, we've only been here a week.
Only a week, but that's how we feel. I don't know. I mean, we got to be here for another 3 weeks, so we'll see how. We're gonna experience Christmas here. That'll be interesting. We don't have any plans.
We can go to the mall.
We'll go to the mall. Okay. We'll go to the mall. New Year's as well.
Yeah.
We don't really drink. Jay drinks a little bit.
Sometimes.
So I don't know how much partying we're gonna be doing.
We're not gonna be doing any partying.
No. And then after this, we are considering our options if we're going back home or if we're going to another city. Home is the United States, unfortunately. But we can't ride this way forever, unfortunately. It's been a good time though for me. I loved it. But all good things come to an end. Yeah, is that all we gotta say about Playa de Carmen?
For now, yeah.
Maybe we'll do another video. Yeah,
After
being here for a while.
our full month.
A full month and give another actual review because this is just first impressions, and they're not great. They're not, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.